Hey guys, back with another game discussion video, and today I'm going to be talking about Popolocrois for the PSP. I just finished Final Fantasy IV with the After Years, and I was thinking about something. I wanted to play something that I've never played before, because here lately I've been playing a lot of remakes and what have you for the portable systems, and I wanted to do something that I knew nothing about, and on my shelf was Popolocrois. I picked this up for pretty cheap. I think I got it for like $3. So you can find this out there for pretty cheap. I don't think it was a very popular game. Of course, it's an RPG on the PSP, so not too many people probably picked it up. It's from 2005, yeah. So it's an older one, and it might be hard to find because stores don't really carry PSP games anymore. You might have to go on eBay or Amazon. But I definitely recommend that you pick this up if you can find it for cheap, especially if you like old school, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1 era RPGs, because this is actually, if I remember correctly, this is actually sort of an abridged version of two Popolocrois games that were released on the PS1. Because this is actually a series in Japan, and this is the first game that's made it to our shores. I think it started off as an anime as well. So the story deals with Prince Petro here, who is on a quest to sort of save his mother from eternal sleep by this ice demon. And I can't really remember how she went into this sleep. I don't think it's really revealed all that stuff yet, because of course this all happened when Prince Petro was a baby, and now he's 10 years old at the beginning of the story, but by the end of it he will age to 15. And he's joined by Narsika, I think is how you say her name, and she is a forest witch who, is joining Petro on his quest to try to save his mother, of course. And I think there's a romance between the two as the story progresses. But anyway, this is a fun little quirky RPG. I can't give it, a perfect recommendation because it's on the PSP, so of course there's some load times, and while they're not bad, they do kind of hiccup the flow of the game, especially when you're going from town to town, because there's no overworld. It's all, the world's kind of connected. I guess, is that how I want to say it? Instead of like going to an overworld map, you just leave town and then you're in like the forest and you go through, kind of like Secret of Mana. Think Secret of Mana is a good way to discuss it. But every time you pop into a fight, there's like maybe a second and a half of load time. And while that's not terrible, it's just enough to kind of, take you out of the experience. But while there's load times and sometimes the battle system can be a little slow, because it kind of goes into a strategy RPG type battle system where, you move your character around on this set battlefield, and, you have like it's kind of like Fire Emblem, where you have like a set number of spaces you can move and to get to the enemies and attack. So that can kind of slow things down as well, but I do kind of enjoy the battle system, that being said. However, this game wins me over completely in its quirkiness and its charm, because since it's a 2D sprite-based game, of course I'm all over it because I love 2D sprites. But the sprites are actually really amazing in this because they're so expressive and they have so many kind of frames of animation. It actually makes me laugh out loud watching this, because there's a lot of sort of short little cutscenes where there's no dialogue to read. It's just you watch these characters kind of silently interact with each other. And there's actually some pretty funny things that happen. Every now and then it'll kick into an anime cutscene to sort of progress the story forward. But I definitely think if you guys can find this for cheap, definitely pick it up. I think it's worth, any lover of an RPG to take a look at. It says here on the back that it's over 30 hours long. I think I'm about 8 hours in. So I've really been enjoying it. And actually, I have to admit, it's probably one of my most enjoyed games I've played this year, other than like maybe Soul to Robo and Radiant Historia. Those were two fantastic games. But if you can definitely find Popolocrois for cheap, I definitely recommend you pick it up. It actually reminds me a lot of Earthbound with its quirkiness and with the music especially. The music is very weird, and sometimes it's a little grating, but it definitely reminds me of Earthbound music. So definitely take a look at it, pick it up if you can, and I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.